Hello Capricorn, welcome to Sidekick Tarot. I'm Ryan, and thank you for being here. This is going to be a general reading for who you may be dealing with and what they're up to. Or if you're interested in more tarot readings after this, go ahead and check out my wife's channel, Invalid333 Tarot, which is review as well. Thank you. I'll be starting by pulling their current or overall energy. And then we'll be going into clarifiers. Okay, I'll get the cards out first, and then I'll begin. Whoa. Okay. Okay, Capricorn, jumping into this. Right away, they have a lot of ideas kind of flowing through their mind. I don't exactly know what this is about, but they are definitely thinking about some sort of plan here. That being said, there is some sort of new emotions and feelings of love coming in, which is fascinating because it almost feels as if there is a bit of, I'm not gonna say self-doubt, but there's definitely this questioning energy about this, possibly plan, possibly what they're feeling, where things are going, how things are progressing. They're definitely taking the time to kind of reflect, which is fascinating because it seems like this is very positive, but at the same time, it's like, is it truly? There are some sort of issues or difficulties here that I do see there is a consideration of what they truly want to do. They want to address them, they want to acknowledge them, and I feel like they are. And so that being said, there is some sort of opportunity here opening up for them, which does bring in quite a bit of emotional investment. Now, that being said, there is some sort of relationship, commitment, or marriage here in place. But at the same time, there's a lot of energy here regarding kind of filling out things regarding this connection or commitment or marriage and just watching to see how things progress moving forward, which is kind of fascinating because it's an energy of they're doing some sort of internal work here and kind of processing something. At the same time, they're also watching quite a bit to kind of keep their eye on it. Let's go ahead and jump into clarifiers and see what we can find. It's kind of like all eyes on this commitment, all eyes on this marriage. And it's almost like the connection shows up, but there's all this other stuff going on surrounding it. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of figures watching. I'll leave it at that. There's a lot of figures watching. Even though this is something they are thinking through, they're not too sure exactly whether to act on this or not. So they're kind of just sitting with their ideas. They're sitting with it. Yes, there's a lot of figures here. Goodness. Look at all the people. Geez. A lot of people. A lot of people. Yeah. Again, sitting with it. A lot's going on mentally and a lot's going on emotionally, but for some reason they're not really acting or moving with it. I don't know why. It's like they know they got to do something. They know they got to kind of take action, but yeah, there's a lot going on emotionally and mentally. Excuse me. And so as they're choosing to kind of sit with this and acknowledge themselves, then it's almost like then the emotional truth comes out. They're not too happy. They're actually quite disappointed. Yeah, jeez. Yeah, whatever these issues are, whether it be romantic or whether it be financial, either or. I kind of feel like it is more so finances though, because there is a clear distinction between the two. Geez, these problems, they're really kind of thrown for a spiral here about these whatever these issues are. They're trying to work through the confusion. They're trying to work through the uncertainty. They're just not too sure what to think. It's almost the equivalent of like, well, if they walk away from this, then what? Yeah, and then it's almost like some sort of opportunity opens up here, and it's like a Hail Mary pass, and then it's like, oh, this is what they were looking for. Some sort of financial opportunity. It completely shifts their energy and their mood around. Wow, 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 wow. But is it truly though? Is it truly a touchdown? Is it truly a score or a win in a sense? Yeah, because they're still showing me that they have so much emotional burden to take care of, and they have to kind of sift through this emotional energy first to figure out how to actually work on the situation, the investment, the connection, everything. They're showing me everything. Everything is tied together somehow, or everyone is tied together somehow. And so it's kind of like this all-encompassing energy of there's a lot going on, there's a lot of people involved. It is clearly feeling a little bit messy. There are some issues that need to be kind of cleared up, as well as everyone's emotions and thoughts are running high. Yeah. The relationship, the connection, or the commitment between the two of you, that's beginning to take its toll on them. Now, here's the thing. They do show up a tad bit guarded. At the same time, they are wanting to be dedicated and committed to finding out and continuing this. They're just heavily being affected by it. I feel like it's everything and everyone, and there's a lot going on. Yeah, they're one. Okay. That's kind of fascinating. I just believe I told who Taurus was dealing with. Very similar message. Not to play around. Not to certain things you do not mess with. They're ultimately showing me, I'm just going to kind of sit back and hope for the best. And it's like, okay, that's one way to kind of go about things. They're ultimately saying, I'm just going to kind of sit here and watch you show me. Don't know what that means, but I feel like at the same time, there should be a little bit more effort being done here. They are thinking through a lot of this. They are feeling their emotions through a lot of this. At the same time, it almost feels as if they have a lot to take care of within themselves, as well as the situation, the circumstances between the two of you. And that's where they're kind of like, there's so much going on. I'm just going to kind of sit back and see how this goes. And it's like, okay, goodbye.